Yo, today, Jay, we got to get into a few things, but first off, I want to make sure we tell everybody to like and subscribe to our channel and make sure that y'all doing y'all thing. But welcome to Raw No Condemnation. My name is Chucky.
And I'm Jay. Hey.
We're in the building. We're in the building right now, Jay. Man, it's
Yeah.
your boy Kanye West is in the news again. Him and Kim Kardashian, they going through this situation with the children now, man. It's getting thicker. It's thickening, thickening. The plot is thickening with the children, man.
Yeah, man. It is, man. It's always unfortunate when when you got when you got the parents have to go their separate ways, and then it's not working out as smoothly as it should, because usually the people who suffer the most is them babies.
Yeah, man. That's exactly what's happening, man. I believe, Kanye West, um, according to Yahoo
Hmm.
Entertainment, um, Kanye West uh, tweeted out um, something about his children. Basically, he was basically saying, and I'm a paraphrase. He was basically saying that he wanted his daughter off of uh, TikTok, and they've been going back and forth about this whole social media thing. Him and Kim. Um, they've been going back and forth about whether or not she should be on TikTok and have her own TikTok or whatever is going on with the TikTok situation. Kanye is not with it at all. He like, look, don't have my children on TikTok. So he made a post, and then not only did he post how he felt about it, um, he also posted the TikTok rules.
Oh wow! Right.
The
Okay.
age limits and all of that. So I mean, he do have a leg to stand on with this thing,
So she
Jay.
violating the TikTok
She
rules too.
violating the TikTok rules. Not
Okay.
just his rules, the TikTok rules. But Jay, this thing it get kind of crazy, like you said, when the when people are separating and they have to decide, how to parent their children. One of my one of my biggest things, and I understand what Kanye is saying, completely. Like I didn't let my children, get on social media, you
Right.
know, um, until they got older. And then even now, my children are, um, they're teenagers, but they're headed into adulthood,
Right.
you know. But even now, I still have their passwords and email passwords and all of that. And not that I ever, you know, and don't let them know this, but
Ha ha
I
ha.
don't ever really,
You
check
don't
it.
look. You just feel like you supposed to have it.
I should have it, because if anything dangerous start to happen, I
Right.
want to be able to have access to that.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
so um and even when I decided that they were gonna to let them, my children are athletes, and they wanted to start to build up their social media around, sports,
Hmm.
and even when we decided to do that, it was it their social media was being monitored. They wasn't just posting anything they wanted, like I
Yeah.
would approve the post, you know
Yeah.
what I
I get
mean?
it. I feel you.
and,
Ain't nothing wrong
and
with that.
yeah, I would approve. And I mean, they were, well into high school. Even my son, who is, an adult now and have his own child and all of that. But when he wanted to get on social media, I didn't even allow him, and I, you know, to just jump out there because social media is dangerous. We see what goes on social media. It's dangerous, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, and they babies 8 years old.
8 years old. That's how old she is. The one
Yeah,
northwest.
8 years
Yeah.
old, and um, I mean, yeah, that's a young age to be out there on. And I mean, I understand. Kim is saying, well, she's supervised, but she still has her own TikTok. She has her own 5 million followers, which is kind of weird. It's kind of creepy. Like, to tell you the truth, because if them ain't 5 million kids,
5 million 8-year-old.
right, like some of them 35. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like some of her followers is 35, and
Or older.
yeah, or 48, or
Right.
62. And some of them just might be watching her because they think she cute and they follow the whole Kardashian phenomenon. But
But at the same time, I you have to say this is my thing, you have to say why what's
yeah,
the
why do
point.
she need her own? For one, okay, if she gonna play on TikTok every now and then, her mama got a TikTok.
Right.
She could jump on there with her mama every once a year.
Right.
If that's a thing. And Kim argument was that amid all the turmoil of their relationship problems, that TikTok makes her happy, and like, which I found to be amazing, because and I also found another thing even more amazing, is that I found myself agreeing with Candace Owens.
Oh wow.
Like, this never happens, right? Never.
Oh
So
yeah.
I
You
found
gotta be
myself.
careful agreeing with Candace Owens.
Yeah. Candace Owens is, she
And that
she she looked like a sister, but I'm gonna stop right there. But anyhow, so I found myself agreeing with her. Candace Owens was like, this girl ate. She go color and be happy. Like, all the data shows that social media for young girls at that age is detrimental. Even
right.
at even older ages, even as teenagers, it tends to have a negative impact on their self esteem, on a number of things, because the whole social media thing is, you competing against the world. You want to be cooler, prettier, funnier, whatever, than the rest of the world. Um, it's a lot of pressure. And when you got 5,000, 5
5 million.
million folks watching you, some of them are going to be quite critical of any and everything that you do. Um, is that you want your child to experience that type of scrutiny at that age?
Right.
Social media ain't nice.
It's not nice at all. Um and and my biggest issue is that an 8-year-old has to have something else besides social media that makes them happy. If not, then something is wrong. Like, you
Yeah.
got to really think about that. Social media makes her happy.
Well,
What
when
are
I
you
was 8, I
what are
was
you
still
teaching?
watching Sesame Street.
Right. When I was 8 years old, bro, at 8 years old, you talking about, just like Candy said, man, you talking about a third grader in the third grade.
Mhm.
Man, it was so much more to do, as a child you know, than to even think about social media or social aspects of life in that way. Like, I would have never said, "Oh, um, I need to be out in the spotlight to be happy." I
Right.
need to be recording something to be happy. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's starting to appear that Kim is a little reckless, bro. Even with the whole situation with um allegedly allowing this strange man around her children, Pete Davidson. You
Right.
know,
Right.
and and you know, and he not strange to we know who he is, but that's not. I just personally don't believe you should, you know, have somebody in contact with your children that early, you know. And then the argument with that was he wasn't around the children. But okay, so then where are you at? Who's watching the children? Is Kanye right about the nanny watching the children
I
when
mean,
Pete is around?
every time we see her, she with him. So if the kids ain't met him, then you know, where are the kids?
Right, where they somebody's raising your children for you, and and according to Kanye, it's not him, you know, because he's saying that she's holding them away from the children on different occasions, you know. But you know, I think she a little bit reckless, bro. And in my just that's just my opinion, you know. I don't have any facts about what she do, but that's my opinion that she a little bit reckless. And you have to be careful, Jay. People have to definitely be careful of who you having children with. You got to pick and choose those people as carefully as you can. I know people can fake you out, believe me, I understand that, you
Yeah,
know.
well, they got 4 of them now, so it's look, we passed that
You got to
because
talk to those people. You got to talk to people before you get with them and find out what they. You got to find out what their philosophy is on raising children, especially in today's society.
well,
If you're not, if you're not, if they don't have that same philosophy as you know, and there's men that probably don't mind their children being on social media like Kanye does, you know, but you know, that's an issue Kanye should have figured out before he decided to have children with her.
well, I mean, you got to think about the fact that she's her entire career has revolved around reality TV,
Mm-hmm.
which to me, reality TV is just, you know, that's just the bigger social media. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
for
it.
real, like social media, the reality is social media is just reality TV for the rest of us, you know,
Right.
for the non-famous, you know.
Right.
So that's our little version of reality TV. So I think she definitely was going to have a different perspective when it comes to that because, you know, reality TV made her and her family billions.
And
You know, so that's what they do. They put their life on display for the public, and that's what they've done for the last decade or two. And you know, it's been very, very profitable for them. But that don't mean she got to do that same thing with her children. She got enough money. I mean, you know,
right.
she don't have to do that.
And I guess she kind of see it as the family business. I'm just guessing, you know, maybe that's how she see it. She maybe see it as the family business. This is what we do, you
Right.
know. And so you gotta be careful. But I just think it's reckless, man.
Yeah.
You don't put your children out there that early. I was so you know, a person they might have people might have called them weird or whatever, but Michael Jackson was super protective of his children,
Right.
you know, and he would, you know, Mike would do everything he can not to let his children get subjected to all of the hate and all, you know, and all the stuff that come along um with one being a celebrity and having children.
Right.
You know how many or how much hate can come from that, and you don't want to subject your children to all of that until they at an age where they can, you know, clearly understand what's going on, you
Yeah.
know. And just my opinion, the 8-year-old is not clear on what's actually going on,
But you talking
you
about
know.
knowing who you marry and who you had kids with, you know, like you also got to like look the whole Kardashian thing. Look at how it jumped off. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
And
It
that's the
jumped
other.
off a sex tape. You know, like that's what blew the Kardashians up and put them in the public eye. So, you know, I mean, I'm not
And
saying that hey, we are. These days it's a camera on every cell phone, so everybody probably got a flick somewhere. But this was 20 years ago when, well, 15 or whatever it was, when you actually had to have a camera.
you had to have a camera.
And I mean, I'm not saying and I'm saying that to judge nobody because I'm just saying that that's like what set it off. So you have to know that you might be dealing with a different mentality.
Right. And I'm not convinced, Jay, that that tape uh just accidentally
Oh, there's no question the tape didn't accidentally appear.
yeah,
It
like
didn't. That's not even questionable. The tape intentionally was put out there.
that was a marketing tool,
Yeah, it
bro.
was definitely a marketing tool. And that tape was made available for profit, which means somebody signed off on it.
Right, because you can't just take
That
somebody image and likeness and make money off of it.
yeah, somebody signed off on it, probably on both sides. And I
Oh yeah,
mean,
definitely on both sides.
it is what it is. I'm not judging nobody, but all I'm saying is, that that's how it jumped off. That's how it jumped off, and it's no question it wasn't by accident. That can't happen. So many people would have gotten sued if that were the case.
Right. So yeah, man, I think that when I don't know, Jay, what do you think, or everybody that's out there listening, what do y'all think is a decent age to allow your children um to be on social media? When you talk about even Twitter and Instagram and Facebook have age limits, and I think those age limits are in place for a reason.
Right.
TikTok has an age limit. Kanye posted it, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And clearly somebody must have created her account and said she was of a different age, because I don't think the age limit let 8-year-olds start TikToks.
Right. And especially a TikTok that's not for the kid only TikTok, and I think there's an age limit on the kid only TikTok. I think you have to be like 13 or 14 for that. And I'm not 100% sure on that, but y'all let me know in the comments, and y'all make sure y'all join this conversation. Let us know what y'all think. Personally, I think that children should be at an age where they can cope with what's going on in the world, before they can be allowed on social media, because everything is on social media. Everything is on the internet without filters. I mean, they can see anything, on the internet.
Right.
Any and everything. There's nothing that's stopping them from seeing any and everything. So, I just personally think it should be at an age where you can talk to them and they have a clear understanding of, what's good for them as far as your moral standards and the way that you want to raise your children. Um, I think that it should be at an age. I mean, think on it like this. There's porn on the internet. There's porn on these websites, on TikTok. Not hardcore porn, but there's everything that you can possibly imagine next to actually seeing penetration on TikTok. you know and my question is this, is that would you subject your 8-year-old to that stuff? Would you allow your 8-year-old to see that stuff, or try
Let's
your
see.
best to shield them from it?
And I mean, I'm not gonna act like my children. My children, they got little tablets, so they look at YouTube. They play, they play the little video games on there, but they're not allowed to be on social media of any type.
Right.
And I have certain controls and certain blocks on there, but I also talk to them.
Right.
And there's a open communication about what goes on. And even like my older son, he's just getting to middle school age, and he he likes to get on his little games where he can talk to his friends, on the game. And I told him, like, every single time you get on the game that allows you to talk to your friends, I'm going to check to see who you're talking to,
Right.
because I know that there are creepy adults that want to get on those games and talk to you. And he always said, "Well, Dad, I don't add anybody on, as a friend on that game unless I know them in real life and they go to my school." And I still tell them, I'm still gonna check every time you play that game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And that's just one game where they're allowed to, like, speak to each other over the microphone. Where majority of the games I don't allow that. But I'm like, that's as much interaction with the outside world as he needs. And these are kids that are in his class.
Right.
And that's it. Cause I say, look, I don't care if the guy say, or a girl, whatever, if they say they're a friend of a friend, no, you
Right.
may not talk to them. You will only talk to a person who you've been in class with yourself. And it took me quite a while to get to that point, because I used to not even let him do that. So but he's older than North is, and still no social media, still none of that. But no, I don't. I just think we got to be cautious. We got to be cautious, and not just because of predators and perverts. Just, I mean, the world in general, just it's just people that just mean. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And they can mess with your child's self-esteem, for example. It
Right.
may not be a pervert or a predator. It may just be somebody say something mean to your kid and damage their whole their self-esteem for years.
For years, and they had to,
For life. It could be for life.
For life, and they have to now you or them got to pay doctor bills to try and make that thing right for them. You got to pay for the psychologists and psychiatrists and all these people to talk to your child. And it could have been avoided, just by trying to simply keep them away from things that's going to be negative. Yeah, they're going to run into negative things at school, and they're going to run into negative things. But as much as we can limit or shield them from, unfiltered negativity,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what we should be doing. We should feel we don't have to allow our children to to just consume every negative thing,
Nah.
under the guide that, oh well, they're gonna get, and that's what people say all the time. Well, you can't stop the world, you can't stop them, they're gonna get negativity. Yeah, they're gonna get some, but the amount that I can prevent without damaging my children, I'm gonna definitely try. I'm gonna
Right.
definitely try.
Yeah, I mean, it's 30 kids. It's 30 kids in his class. So, yeah, one of them 30 kids might be mean or something.
Yeah.
But you get online and you're dealing with a billion people.
Right.
You're dealing
Billions.
with billions of people. So, that it's just a different ball game. I think it's
It
a
is.
different ball game. Them 30 kids in this class, true. I think kids need some, like, resilience, some ability to like defend themselves, and some ability to sort of just brush off like haters or
Right.
people who try to be mean. That's a life skill that even as adults we need, because it don't suddenly stop when you become an adult. You go to work and you still got haters, you still got bullies, you still got all of that stuff. But it's confined to your job, and that those 20 or 50 or 100 people that you work with, it's not billions of people until you decide to put yourself out there on the internet or social media or whatever other platform. And I just think as a kid, that's too much. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is just with an 8-year-old, are they really capable of deciding that that's what's good for them and what's not good for them?
No,
You
no.
know,
Who cares whether it makes her happy? Like I say, go color. That'll make her just as happy. She
right,
she got she got probably doll houses as big as my house. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So she got plenty of things she could do and go play with.
Yeah, and if she need interaction with people, go collect her friends up and take them out to go and do something fun.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? Like if and I understand the struggles. I don't fully understand, but I understand breakups. I don't understand divorce, but I do understand breakups.
Mm-hmm.
And breakups are tough. But truthfully, if social media is helping her, something is wrong. You got
Oh
to
yeah, that's terrible.
as a mother and as a father, they have to think of other ways, man, to help their children cope with their breakup. Other than social media, I just don't agree with that, and I'm not gonna agree with that.
No, no. But yo, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this? Let us know. And like earlier we said, please, 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 make let us know. Join the discussion. Like, share, subscribe, all of that, and join this movement here with us. It's been real, bro.
It's been raw.
No
No
condemnation.
condemnation.
Peace.
Peace.